This is Max Juan speaking from Taiwan. This is the episode 11th on my podcast channel, Taiwanese Storyteller. But it's a brand new episode in English. This podcast channel is called 台一郎. It's Taiwanese. In English, it's called Taiwanese Storyteller, which means I talk about books and stories in Taiwanese. I have already spoken 10 episodes in Taiwanese.The 11th episode is in English, which I translate the first episode of the Taiwanese version into English. The 12th episode will be a new Taiwanese version. The 13th episode will be the translation of the second episode of the Taiwanese version. And the 14th episode is a new Taiwanese version. In one word, Taiwanese and English will be played in turn. The Taiwanese version will be 10 episodes ahead of the English version.If you want to listen to the latest version, please go to Learn Taiwanese, okay? A new episode will be played every Sunday morning in Taiwan. Why would I do a Taiwanese and English bilingual podcast channel? Because I really believe that Taiwan's culture can absorb knowledge of the world, then transform it into its own knowledge.And then contribute to the whole world with a spirit of continuous experimentation and innovation. The books and stories I tell are not only from Taiwan, but also from other cultures. Say for example, the author to be introduced today is a Japanese, Horie Takahumi. This book, as I translate from Chinese, is called The Most Obedient People Are Eliminated First.Horie Takahumi is known as the Japanese Bill Gates. He is a little controversial in Japan. He seems to have been in jail, and he also founded an internet company, and he has registered for election. This is what I saw on Wikipedia, but I think he encouraged young Japanese entrepreneurs. This book is pretty good. Here I will only talk about 2 points. The first point is 훈련망어.What is 훈련망어? It's Taiwanese. In English, I think the best translation is flow state. Let me tell you about the flow state first. Flow state is the sense of fluidity between your body and mind, where you are totally absorbed by and deeply focused on something, beyond the point of distraction. Time feels like it has slowed down, your senses are heightened. Some people describe this feeling as being in a zone. This is the flow state and is accessible to everyone, whether you are engaged in a physical activity, a creative pursuit, or even a simple day-to-day task. For example, if you want to be a YouTuber, be a football player, be a musician, even if you just want to enjoy delicious food, no worries, just go ahead, enjoy and focus on it.You don't have to think about whether there is any way to make money. Will this bring you benefits or reputation? Instead, what you should think about is whether it can be playing, learning, and working simultaneously. These 3 things can become a cycle. For example, the author mentioned that he has made a government app. When he was young, he didn't expect to develop an app one day.What do you know what kind of technology will be in the future? He's a foodie just like Max Juan. He really enjoys delicious food, but he doesn't have time to go to every restaurant to test. So he reads the information of food critics and then develop an app that integrates food critics. Just that simple. Nowadays, you don't have to develop an app by yourself.You can just provide an idea and ask others to develop. Or you can learn from an online teaching platform. You can have your own business. In the online world, there are a lot of resources that can be gained from the internet. In fact, you can achieve anything you want. The second point is to find your own Conqueror's Haki. Conqueror's Haki is from a very famous comic book, One Piece.Actually, Horie Takahumi didn't mention Conqueror's Haki. Max Juan combined his idea with One Piece. In One Piece, there is a powerful and unique skill which is called the Conqueror Haki. When it appears, everyone was shocked and frightened. The Conqueror's Haki is only one can learn in 1 million people. In the era of globalization, it's best for everyone to be able to use Conqueror's Haki. Why? Because many jobs in the future will be replaced by machines or robots, and the global competition will become more and more fierce in the future. So, how do you find your own Conqueror's Haki? It's very easy. 1 million is equal to 3/100th multiplied. According to this book, the author recommends that everyone find their own 3 features. 3 features that only 1% people have. For example, in Japan, there is a high school girl who is very good at singing, participates in many singing competitions, and she can play Thai boxing. These 3 labels, high school girl, participates in singing competition, play Thai boxing. Such people may be more special than a government employee with a car driver license and a master degree. Max Juan is here to strengthen this concept, to show you that Taiwan can help. If it's not enough to be 1 in a million people, let's become 1 in 100 million people. But how? 100 million is equal to 4/100ths multiplied. Take Max Juan for example. Max Juan graduated from National Taiwan University and National Genji University. And I'm also a podcaster, and I speak Taiwanese well in the younger generation. And next, I translate Taiwanese channel into English version, so I'm now 1 in 100 million people. Just that easy, right? Let's summarize this book. The author wrote this book because he wants to write to people who want to do something but cannot do it now. The author's suggestion is, if you want to start a business, just do it, okay? If you want to resign, just resign immediately now. Do not hesitate anymore. If it's still difficult to you, use the skills this book provides. As long as you use the flow states and the Conqueror's Haki, you can achieve everything you want. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all happiness and earn a lot of money. Meet you on the air next time. Bye bye.